Advancements in gaming. Right, I'm going to be somebody that you might want to, throw rotten fruit at after this, but I think it's happening right now, and it's probably in real-time ray tracing and hopefully real-time path tracing. It's the pinnacle of what we're really going to get with at least 2D projected images and stuff like that. I think that that's probably one of the biggest things we're seeing right now. It's nearly a silent revolution because a lot of this work we already kind of completed through hacks on rasterization. Now that we have true ray tracing and true path tracing coming in, I think that that's the final kind of great leap we're going to make in graphics until we see like a very brand new technology come through. VR is obviously a huge thing on it as well, but I think motion control actually needs to be the one to stand up and kind of take the award on that one. Like I had the original Oculus Rift development kit where it was plug in your Xbox controller, put on the headset. There was no motion control at all, and even when they sent out the full kit for me, then it was still motionless. It just had a little bit of depth perception and stuff like that, but that was about it. When I got the HTC Vive and I actually had the wands and I was able to walk around my room, then it became something incredible. Like, so that's one of the most, it's one of the most amazing experiences I think you have is when you put on that headset and, you could see, the controller or your hands and stuff like that inside of a game. Like, it's immersion that we can't really come anywhere near without having motion control. So I think that it's one of those things that kind of developed slowly in the background. Obviously, the Nintendo Wii pushed it massively forward in terms of popularity. But I think it's at such an incredible point right now, and we don't really use it for the sole fact of it is super expensive, and we don't really have the room. Like a lot of people don't have houses that would allow them to set up a kit like that without having them run into a wall in a 2x2 area, stuff like that. So yeah, in gaming, I would think that that's probably been the biggest innovation we've seen over the last decade, a mix between real-time ray tracing and VR, motion control part of it at least. I suppose to finish out one more bit on that is what we're working on at the moment. I think that once we do have games that are utilizing the blockchain without them being any hindrance to the player, that they're just enhancing the experience, that is probably one of the biggest innovations we are going to see over the next couple of years. And I think we are much more on top of it than people realize. Like Cardano, I think, is going to pave the way for a lot of stuff in that we have, a massive network running decentralized, and it doesn't have exorbitant gas fees to do things with. The Binance Smart Chain is actually doing pretty well in that area too when you consider the gas, but of course it is centralized, which kind of takes away a little bit of that, it kind of takes away the brownie points you get for low gas. But I think we are really on top of like the area where we can actually get this stuff working. And it can start appearing in games without being a hindrance. It is just a benefit to have in there. It has just made the experience better without needing any caveat on top of it. So I think that's what we're going to see over maybe the next decade is what's going to be big in it.